The following is for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, guys, to our playthrough of Control. Okay, so we are now done with the main campaign, sort of. We put a stop to Dylan. We closed the door that allowed the hiss to pour into the oldest house. And now we've got a bunch of side things and expansion stuff that we can do. Now, this is kind of exciting because, as I mentioned before, and as you obviously, I'm assuming, already know, Control and Alan Wake are connected through Remedy's shared universe. And the Foundation is the start to that expansion experience, I think, because at the end of the last episode, so at the end of Take Control, that story mission, Alan Wake appeared as like sort of an overlap, and he was writing a story about Jesse Faden. So he actually is in this game. So it's not just references to him, he's in it, which is very exciting. So we're going to take a look at that. Additionally, we have a bunch of quests that we have yet to complete. So we have mission briefings, which I guess are like little side quests, and then we have board countermeasures, which are like challenges, I suppose. And then down here is the Foundation. So that's the one that we're going to focus on now, and then we're going to do this side stuff. 13 completed missions, 12 side missions, including the Foundation expansion, and then a dark place. This is the other one. So from what I understand, the Foundation has 3 missions. The first of the Foundation missions is called the Foundation. There's the Nail and the Pyramid. That's all I know. I don't know any more about that. And then after that, there's side missions with it too. So there's 3 side missions, 3 story missions that I just listed, 3 additional side missions, and then there's the AWE expansion, which includes this one, a dark place. And then that has a dark place, the third thing, it's happening again. So 3 story missions, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, about 7 side missions. So there's a lot going on here. So the game is far from done. And I'm excited about that because it means we've got a bunch of cool stuff that we can still do. And I'm not really one to do that. I'm not a huge fan of like completing the main campaigns, then coming back to do side stuff. And I'm not 100% like completionist type person, but this intrigues me a lot. Do we need to go? No, we can go this way to the director's office, right? We already listened to that. Central office, yeah. Executive affairs, and we can cut through. I don't think it's this path, is it? Could we? We might be able to get through here. No, it's not that. Okay, it's upstairs. No, she can't use her powers in here, so I can't levitate. No, I'm stoked, man. I've had a great time with this game, and like I said, I'm not going to 100% complete it, but I am excited to actually do it. Why does it say to the right is the director's office? I guess it would be through here, executive affairs. Now, there's going to be a lot of enemies. There's going to be some fights still. Yeah, here we were stuck in hell doing all the mail and junk. I think the director's office should be this way. But as I said, I'm not a completionist, but this story is so intriguing and so good to me that I really want to like figure out what's going on. Also, too, and I don't mean to ramble, but I was really interested in finding out more about Ahti. So Control was the first game I think that he was introduced, I think. I don't think he was in Alan Wake 1. Maybe he was. I don't know. I don't know if he was in Alan Wake 1. I beat Alan Wake 1. I don't remember if he was in it. But he had a huge presence in Alan Wake 2. And there's just weird allusions to the character having like some sort of knowledge about what's going on. And Control, like I would say, reaffirms that for me because I played Control second. But Control is where he was, I guess, first introduced, if not Alan Wake 1. Anyway, my point is that it's clear that Ahti knows stuff. And so I did a little searching on the like Remedy Shared Universe fandom, read about Ahti and Control in the Alan Wake universe, and it suggested that Ahti might be a god. Like, so he talks about water a lot, Ahti does. And he mentions, like, I guess Director Trench mentions something about Ahti possibly being a sea god or a god of the sea, and that he's just a really old being. And I guess like that's why we've read about people being irritated in the oldest house about Ahti's presence here. Like, how is he here? He doesn't have the clearance. Why is he in here? And the director was like, you leave Ahti alone. Like, he can do whatever he wants. Stay out of his way, because he's trying to help everyone, and he's trying to keep the oldest house in order because he's like a resident there. And he can freely travel wherever he wants. He can do whatever he wants here. He can...
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline.
This is very interesting.
Feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
Yeah. What's up? Anyway, I thought the Audrey thing was interesting. Situation, crisis, uh-oh, in Foundation. We demand your attention. The oldest house is in danger. We open a door, tree, and maintenance. Hurry post haste.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
So, interesting bit about that. I read that too. I don't really know, like, about the Foundation yet. I was reading about the board in the fandom, and it led me about the Foundation. I try not to read too much about that because we're going to discover that stuff together. But they were talking about the board and how. Oh, oops! I didn't mean to do that. That actually scared me that I did that. They were talking about the board and talking about what they are and that we haven't actually seen them, and how like they're an entity that connects with like the director in the oldest house and stuff. So they're like, I don't know if they're good, we don't know if they're bad, but they're obviously trying to help in some way, which is considered a good thing, I suppose. But we're gonna find out a little bit more about the board through the Foundation mission here, which is, I don't know, this whole thing is exciting.
Now we're getting back on our feet. I should really talk to her about rap.
Okay, where are we going? Fast travel, maintenance. Looks like the quarry entrance. Blackrock Quarry. No, here we go. Foundation. Delightful. Okay, so that actually got us directly there. But yeah, if you read the fandom, like, it's very interesting. Like, all the stuff that you'd have questions for now, most of the stuff you have questions for is there.
Dark. Quiet. Trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try opening it.
Yeah, I don't know I have no idea what to expect from this. I didn't want any spoilers because I found Alan Wake so fun that once I realized they were connected, I didn't want to spoil anything here.
No time for sightseeing.
Okay.
The board said this was an emergency.
What the hell is this place?
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
A lot of rocks that we can throw. What the hell is that? Incredibly phallic. Just my mere presence is causing the room to shift.
Crystals are kind of pretty.
Are they
And
crystals?
we'll be having a field day down here.
Okay, there's stuff there, but I want to look around a little bit. Oh. That's curious. It does not want me to take what's in there. Well, that's new.
What's that light?
Looks like a vaginal slit. I can't believe I just said that. That was in my head and I immediately... I mean, come on. Look at that. Yeah. Right about there. Yeah. In case you're wondering, it's right about there. Well, maybe a little bit higher, I guess, because it goes up a little higher there. I don't know. Sorry. I feel like that was incredibly inappropriate. You saw the introduction of the video, okay? Mature audiences only. Which doesn't explain me and my attitude.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
I don't know. I just feel like the word slit is just so much more dirty. I just, that's just me though. Anyway. Research site Delta. Okay.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus.
Shit.
She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
That's what I thought. How and when did she die? Is she dead because of what we've just like started this mission? Because I feel like I could have gone and found her. I don't know. That sucks. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, hell yeah. Fun. What the hell was that? Something lit up red over there. What are you? New hiss enemies.
Just found their way down here too, huh?
Oh no, they're just the exploders. But they were hanging upside down like friggin' bats. Holy crap, I'm so far. Look at that. This place is ginormous. Thank God for a freaking map. Is this gonna block too? Shield. Interesting. Yeah, reading the fandom really helps answer some of the questions and trying to make sense of some of the stuff that we're looking at and dealing with. I think some of the things are intentionally vague though. Like they don't want you to actually really know stuff. Because like leaving it open for interpretation or whatever. Stuff like that. And I never have been a fan of that. I've never liked leaving things open open to interpretation. Like either tell a story and explain it or don't. Like the audience doesn't, it shouldn't be upon the audience to understand or make their own conclusions. I think that's really bad writing. Is there a new power that's gonna help me break these? I do love that though. But for the most part, any vagueness in this is okay. Like it's not terrible. It gives you enough to satisfy you. And I'm of the impression that anything that doesn't tell you is because like they're gonna answer that stuff or expand on it later in like another game or whatever. Just my opinion though. Cave paintings. At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, that I've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived or around the oldest house. Now with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these, or is there something down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted, or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that's still being written? If so, who's writing it? Okay, do we have anything else we want to look at? Dynamite. Did I read this? Listen to this already? Oh, this is a song that he does, I think. It's totally goofy. I'm not gonna watch it though, just because I don't want to get copyright struck. Future. Marshall. Oh yeah, right. We have to take a look at this. This was part of the intro to this.
Engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place.
Oh.
Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss. So it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away. And made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else, too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile resonance. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation Sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
Okay, that's what that was. Okay, so my mistake. So I think I misspoke earlier. The Foundation is a separate thing about the board, and we're actually going to meet a member of the board. That's all I know. The AWE expansion campaign has a dark place, and then that's this. Okay, so we'll watch that again once we start the AWE A Dark Place mission. I thought I got it mixed up. Foundation is not the Alan Wake thing. My bad. It's not Alan Wake. It's the... Okay, gotcha. All right. Whoops. Was there something else in there? Assets and missions? Okay, we'll worry about that later. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just kind of... whatever. I think A Dark Place is the mission with Alan Wake, and it just like... once we completed the main campaign against Dylan, the 2 DLCs just became available, and I just got them crossed. But that makes a lot more sense. Thinking about it makes a lot more sense. Oh, shoot. What are you? Oh, God! Oh, they throw clubs and stuff. Whoa!
Are using pickaxes now?
Yeah, that's a new one. So these are new enemy types. What is that? Launch ammo refund. That's curious. What is that about? It says health, energy recovery. I don't care about that. What is this one? Energy boost? Doesn't really seem that interesting. I'll keep that. This one was launch efficiency. That's fine. We'll just leave it as is. There's a new weapon form? Oh, we got a new... Oh, we unlocked new mods for that. Okay. What is this? Ammo recovery after taking launch damage? No. Damage. That's a good one. Damage after kills. Rate of fire. Ammo cost while levitating. Accuracy. Okay. I might switch over to that, because the shotgun one's a little annoying, actually. Damage after kills. Rate of fire. Ammo cost for levitating. Projectile speed. think that's pretty good. I like grip a lot. It's very basic, but what's not to like about it? Standard weapon. Alright, what do we got? Okay, so it makes sense. Damn it, I would have done the Alan Wake one first if I would have realized. But the Foundation makes a lot more sense that it's not Alan Wake based. I feel dumb saying that. My brain just, I don't know why I thought that. But nonetheless, though, I mean, I want to do it all. I think the Foundation is really exciting. And I think putting off the Alan Wake one makes this a little more fun because, like, I have something to look forward to. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called on all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up to the proper house proper. Bureau brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means what? All I know is going up means goodbye darkness. Oh, I see. All I know is, I would have put a comma there. Going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with the ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Who the hell is the Nazi scientist? Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We're breathing that shit in. His entity sharpened agent. His sharpened agents display the peri-utilitarian ability to rapidly move short distances. That dash is nice. This ability is unique in the fact that it's not associated with a known object of power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation, or APR, could potentially be a variant of the jukebox's effect. Other explanations of the his sharpened ability currently include momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, inhibiting the witness's sense of sight. If we do accept that the Hiss sharpened ability is not connected to a known object of power, then the Hiss are either manifesting unique paranatural abilities, or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Either way, the Hiss are continuing to develop new strains of corruption, and that is cause for concern. Refer to file redacted for full report. Emily Pope. See, that's what's weird, is like the only thing that confuses me is Jesse doesn't really, even now, doesn't seem to fully like recognize like how, like when she became the director, because it feels like we just walked in this afternoon. I know we've done multiple episodes of this playthrough that have gone on for days and days and days. But this all seems like it's happening in one day for her. And if that's the case, it does seem a little strange that it's making it sound like Faden's been the director for a long time. Is it this direction? Looks like it could be. But there's obviously something up here. I don't think this is going to go anywhere useful. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. There's a lot of questions I had to read about to get it to kind of make sense, but even then it still didn't make perfect sense to me. Because like it suggested that Trench killed himself, then it suggested she killed Trench because he was infected by the Hiss. Like there's just so much about that. I don't know. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Roberto Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant, in quotes, to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and a strange black pillar in the center. Kind of looks like one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a Bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guess. The docs are taking a look, but it looks pretty clear Mr. Adventurer's exploring days are over. I know we're careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way, but we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. Marcus. I do love the writing, though. Reading in this is a lot of fun. I typically don't... sometimes I skip over reading documents and stuff like that if I think it's just too much. But this game's documentation is written very well, and it's very fascinating to me. I don't know who or what that is.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension.
Oh, shit.
What if this happens in the upper floors?
There's a few of them. There's another there, and another there. Okay, they are enemies. Ah, shit. Whelp! Oh, she took damage and didn't... That's cool. I can get my health back, though. I just run back. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. No, the health is too far away now that I think about it. I'm not going back for that. I'll kill these guys, though. That bright light is going to give me a seizure, though. This seems safer because I can hide behind the stairs if I need. Oh, shit. What the hell? There we go. Wait, did he not? How are you alive? Yeah, there you go. Oh shit. That was really... Oh no. This guy. Shoot. I'm gonna die. His shield is protecting him really good. Use some health. Jesus. I played that really poorly. That's on me.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Polaris. I like how they didn't give Polaris a physical form. And they were just like, oh shit. And they were just like, yeah, she doesn't have one. And then they kind of introduced her as like her physical manifestation is like another version of Jesse.
Jesse! The director!
Yeah, that person we saw, I thought it was an enemy, but it was a member of the team maybe, or hallucination. But yeah, not giving Polaris a physical form was nice because it would have been...
Whoa. This place is huge.
It would have been disappointing.
Marshall? Can you hear me?
Is that who that was?
She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Investigate the nail. Okay, so that's still part of the Foundation, but there is a mission called the nail. Let's see. I have no idea how long this expansion is, by the way. Okay, we'll grab that. I figured there'd be a few documents lying around. Grab that. We'll go to that in a minute. I want to see what's inside here. Oh, yeah. Control point. Okay. This game is very impressive, dude. I can't wait for a sequel. No idea when it's going to come out. It'll probably be a very long time. But stoked on it nonetheless. Alright, let's listen to this.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. but it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
That's a really interesting way to put that. I just want to see if there's any documents or anything over here to grab, because we're going to read these now. Yeah, the scenery and set pieces in this game are truly beautiful. What is that? It looks like a wall with a light coming off of it. Huh. We're going to go to that in a second. I'm going to read this first, though. The hell? Okay, in a second. Personal mods. Don't care about that. We have more here. I don't care about zoom ever. Yeah, we haven't gotten a 2 or 1 mod in a while. Oh, we got 3. Okay. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier, I don't know how to say the name, so I'm just saying it how it makes sense. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does a pillar look so different from the rest of this place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easy to see it is an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. On ley lines and their energies. From all my research into the oldest house's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere, Occam's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. True. So, what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet, attracting them, polar north, or is that pillar a product of their focused energies? A sprout, or is the pillar a product of... Okay. A sprout nourished... Sorry. A sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power. Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. Interesting. So there's more than one... I guess it makes sense that there'd be more than one lab for the Bureau of Control, but I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Oh, so Wagner is the Nazi guy. Field research on astral entity, astral copy. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. See report blah 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 for full composition analysis. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence such as the board remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicates they serve as live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to his corruption. Refer to file redacted for full report.
It's been 5 days.
Yeah, so there's that. All right, let's enter this thing. the nail link to prevent astral consumption collision. This is the director's duty. Plot. Authorized for a single new tool upgrade. Use it to save the Foundation US Bureau. So I might be getting a new weapon, which might unlock the left, self, or right weapon, only once permitted. Which will you choose become?
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
So we're getting a new power, and maybe that'll break out the stalagmites, or stalactites, which are the ones that come up from the ground that are blocking the chests. Choose the Astral Plane Challenge. I see. I think I missed him. Oh, so that's his power. He can pull out those. So he can break these. He can shoot him and break them. This one seems a little more interesting, though. I'm gonna go with this one. I don't care about the chests. The chests are just gonna have mobs that I'll never use. We're tweaking, cultivating the ability. Okay. Still cool though. First director, you should feel honored. Huh. First director to get this. Certain crystal formations crumble after being shaped. Oh. Do they crumble? Oh, it's deteriorating. Whoa, okay. So we have to be quick about using them if we want to get up and out. I'm glad her levitating ability doesn't like require the consumption of energy. Ah, shit. Oh my god, I survived somehow. Repaired, glued, crisis averted. Hiss are present in Foundation. Trespassing, snooping is forbidden. Weird. So why can I not get up to that? Is there another angle it wants me to take? Unless... And then the game crashed. Motherfuck. Alright, we're back to this again because the game crashed. That's fine though. Whatever. This wasn't too bad. Now I kind of understand what we're doing here. Let's get through this. Yeah, the game crashes after prolonged periods of play. I don't really understand why. I don't know what the bug is for it, but... Oh, wrong thing. So that does consume energy. I didn't notice that before now. It's weird, because this game came out in 2019. It's not old. Samantha loosened 4 blocks, keys, MacGuffins located in the fringe, nowhere in the astral plane. Let's see, do this and nail will be repaired, glued, crisis averted. Bonus round, hiss are present in Foundation. Oh, what the hell? Oh. You can death spike them. Okay. That is interesting. Do I have to kill that thing? Shaped while levitating to create platforms. I just love how her flight is so janky, like she's not good at it. I mean, she's a human being. I don't think any human would be good at that, but... Ah, shit. Even I'm not good at controlling her doing it anyway. Let's get up there. Get up here. Where do you want me to go now? Oh.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside.
Thank you for that exposition.
I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple-ish.
God, I wish they'd... Hell yeah. I wish they would make a movie about this, because she's such a cool character. I love her approach. I just love this. I love her character. I love her acting. She's just so good. I followed her on social media, too. What is it? It's Hope. It's Hope something. Control game Hope. What is her name? Courtney Hope. Yeah, she's so good. I don't know. She's fantastic. I really wish that they would take more advantage of her. Oh, well, they are in Control too, of course, but whatever. Neither here nor there. Anyway, that's a wrap on this episode of our playthrough. The Foundation is done. We're going into the Nail now. This is the second Foundation expansion mission, the Nail, and then the Pyramid after that. But we'll wrap it up right here. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, you can show your love by hitting the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Any feedback for me, leave in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Let's grab that. Otherwise, just know that I appreciate you and your time, and hope to see you when we continue with more of our playthrough of Control. All right, guys, that's it for me. Take care, be well. I'll see you next time.